2005 525 MXC. Today we are going to breathe a little bit of new life into this bike. Hey, what's up guys, Rado here with Dallas again, and we have this 2005 MXC 525. That's your bike you had for how long?
It's been a while. Probably had it sitting around for like 5 years.
There you go. So it's been around for some time, and he called me and said that the bike is running not very good, right? He used different words, but this is family friendly channel, so the bike is not running very good. It's popping on diesel. It doesn't have a lot of power when he wants to like jump the lug and stuff. It doesn't, pull from the bottom. So I think it's lean. I think the bike is running lean. Doesn't have enough, fuel in the bottom. Actually, when he comes to higher elevation, it runs a little bit better. So that tells you that bike is lean. And yeah, we could go ahead and play with the jetting and do different jets, do a little bit bigger pilot jet, and then put your needle up and down, and maybe we can dial it in. Or what I usually do, go ahead and get JD jetting kit. These guys have it dialed in. They put the same bike on the dyno and test all the settings, different elevation, stuff like that. And I had very good experience with this kit. So all you need to do, take your FCR carburetor off, which is it's a good carburetor, just a little finicky, right? Like
they're definitely a little finicky.
You gotta play with it, but once you have it dialed in, it runs amazing. It runs really well. So what we're gonna do today, first we're gonna start it, show you how this bike runs right now, so you can feel that it doesn't really pull from the bottom. It has somewhat of hesitation and also pops and backfires on the diesel. So you heard that it's not really how the bike's supposed to run. So now what we're gonna do, take the tank off, carburetor out, install this kit, show it to you guys, and then I think it will run really sweet. So this is what you get in the JD jetting, but actually I went ahead and got also the fuel screw, which is crucial for these FCR carburetors. If you want to set them and you still have your stock fuel screw, it's just very difficult to put it in. So we got this fuel screw, and it's easy to adjust with your fingers. So this is very essential. I would definitely suggest you guys to get your fuel screw. With this one you use spring, o-ring and little washer from your stock fuel screw, the one that we're gonna take out. And here is your kit. Comes with two o-rings that you're gonna use. We're gonna use the thick one for accelerator pump. It gives us a little more, fuel pressure in a high RPM. You can really feel the difference. You're gonna put it around that little arm. We'll show you later. And then it comes with this little thingy. Needles, two needles. That's what's really great about JD. They have their custom needles with the custom tapers, and they have it really dialed in for the transition. When you pull from bottom to mid-range to top, it is very smooth, and I just love how it rides. And it's a blue one for cold weather, and the red one for or one is rich, one is lean. So let me see. The blue one would be that we're gonna use now, I think, and the red one would be that we're gonna use if it's the summer or something like that. But we can play with it as well, because if you have different exhaust, then you might need to change the needle. Let's see. We can feel how the bike runs. And then you got this pilot. It comes with one pilot and 4 different main jets. It comes with cool sticker. It's very important. You can put it on your fridge or wherever. And then there is a chart that I suggest, what I always do, follow the chart 100%. What they say on the chart, just follow it 100%. It's usually spot on. If not, you can do little adjustment, but usually spot on. So we do have 37525 MXC, that's us, and we are now at 3 to 6,000 feet. So we'll go 42 pilot, blue needle, clip position number 2, and we're gonna do 170 main jet. So this is going to be our main setup for today. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this bolt out. We'll have access to both jets, main and pilot. Replace those, 170 main and 42 pilot. Then we're gonna remove this accelerator pump thing to put a spacer on the diaphragm, and then install o-ring over here. Take the slider out and put in blue needle, which is a little bit richer. This is for a cold weather, lower elevation. So we're gonna use that. Yeah, just don't go too strong, you're gonna break it. That's it. I already broke a few. Alright, so here are the jets we took out. It's 45 and 90, which is kind of a weird combination. But we have 42 and 170. This one was 45 and 190. But we have a custom needle that I think is doing a lot of work that will, you know, meter the how much fuel it's actually getting on those jets. Here, this is a diaphragm with the spacer on the top. You just slide it over. It was a little bit tight fit, but it got, and we were able to get it in there. Now just put it back, install the springs, make sure your O-rings are here and in here, put screws back, and you're good to go. Alright, next thing would be to put an O-ring over this arm. And we are going to go with a thick one. And Dallas will do it. Hopefully we can see it. Yeah, let's turn it a little bit like that. There you go. Just kind of slide it over that little bolt with a spring and then over the arm. And we are using the thicker one. Alright, so there we go. Let me bring it a little bit closer. Let it, you see? There's an O-ring right here on the arm that should help to get us better power. So to get into the needle, you need to remove the cover and then get an Allen. Bring the slider to the top. Dallas, you can bring it to the top. And you see there's a little Allen, you take it out and turn it upside down and the needle comes out.
Catch the spring. The blue one?
Yeah, blue one, second clip, so that's where it is right now. Almost forgot, we still need to install this fuel screw that's gonna help a lot with the fine tuning. So this is your old one, and take it out and take a O-ring, spring and a washer, put it back in here and just put this one in. And this completes our JD jetting upgrade of this FCR carburetor, so we can put it back in a bike and see how it runs. Cool. Well, as you can see, we had our friendly encounter with Law. It was Rangers and the CHP at the same time. So one thing I want to say, it's definitely a good thing to have your registration and the Spark Garage store, and keep riding when you meet these guys. Alright, so first Dallas was on the bike, and then we swapped the bikes, and I want to show you how this bike runs. So just listen to the engine and you will hear that it's really a good running engine. There was no hesitation, there was no popping, there was no bogging, and it was running really sweet from the bottom. It has good pull, and also then in the mid-range, it really woke up in the mid-range and pulled really nice and hard. You know, that O-ring on the arm on the acceleration pump really, you know, kicked in, and it had a really nice pull. It was pretty good following the instruction. We had to play a little bit with the needle because we had some custom made exhaust, so we had to compensate for that. We had to lift the needle a little bit higher, let it be a little bit more rich, and also we played with the fuel screw, adjusted it to this smooth throttle response from the bottom. So just listen to the engine and let me know what you guys think about this makeover. I think the bike runs really sweet. And don't forget, guys, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you later.